السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته يا شباب. اليوم رجعنا لكم فيديو جديد. اليوم الفيديو راح نكمل فيديو تختيم بقصص الكويستس، بمهمات القصص يعني. فاليوم وصلنا لقصة ايولا، بس قبل ما نبدأ حابب اشوف شو نازل شغلات جديدة كالعادة يعني. اوكي، جانا ايميل go to king preview page. شكرا انه مشان نشوف شو اسمه تحديث 3.1 اللي راح ينزل فيه الجزء الرملي من الخريطة. كينج تي شيرت مدري شو 3 ley line overflow.
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
طيب اجا واحد جديد من هذا تبع التابلت انالايتس، فخلينا نعمله، ليش لا. هذا جبنا فيه ذهبي، حاول نجيب بها ذهبي. تيليبورت، مادام التيم ما فيه اوفيشال بيكون خرافي من نجيب ذهب يعني، بس كانت موجودة ما بتوقع نجيب. هذول طلبة السمرة، هذول مشكلتهم مشكلة، هذول الأراميت مدري ايش اسمها، داي ذاندر والأراميت ستون فروست. راح نجرب رايدن شوغن نايسو، حلو التيم، 2 سبورت و2 دي بي اس، نايس. اوكي نايس.
To apply, torn to oblivion. There is no escape. That's close enough. Illusion shattered.
ويلي ويلي، I'm physical.
Come again. Freeze. Oh, so sorry.
Freeze to the core. Now you shall perish. Get back.
Time to go to work.
Flood of frost.
This spirit will be frozen in time. You are not welcome.
There is no escape. Torn to oblivion. Shine down.
Killjoy, we've only just begun. Oh, so sorry. Cool it. Freeze.
Freeze to the core. Beg for mercy.
Don't get frostbite. Cool it.
اوكي next round. لا يا رجل، ما راح اخذ فشل ما راح اخذه. ناخذ شي ثاني من عنا، مش لشخصية شو اسمه كهرباء، ما عندي غير هي. اوكي لاعب نشوف شو راح نسوي مع الفيديو. نايس. هون كيتشن قوية. تشيلي تشيرلي. ما لحقت لو لا ترتاح. جريل الذئاب الورعين مرة ثانية فشل. بدهم يهلكونا بفشل. شوف أوليه.
Rain cutter. Rain outlines your. Eyes on me. Nowhere to hide. Incoming. Hey. Witness the power of good wax. Power that isn't hushed up.
أوليه. كله الكترو تشارج تدمير.
Cut to the chase. Don't blink. Let me weave you a verse. Eyes on me.
Kamisato up. Suiyu. Cascade.
With sword comes shadow. To ashes. Rain cutter. Cut to the chase. Speed of light.
Adept back.
Nowhere to hide.
4000. نايس. والله التيمات رهيبة. لازم نظبط الارتيفاكت اللي عندي. انا الارتيفاكت اللي عندي هي ما ضعف الكاركترات. لازم احاول اجيب شو اسمه، يعني كل واحد الارتيفاكت تبعيته. حلوين حلوين الايفنتات. لسه باقي. اوكي هلا بدنا نروح نبلش بمهمة ايولا. مهمة ايولا. ايولا اي واحد كانت اول شي هاي.
Thank you for coming on such short notice, Honorary Knight. I know you must be busy. Well, to make a long story short, there's a particular matter at hand that the Knights requires your assistance with. I have been meaning to have a word with you if the occasion presented itself, but as you know, Mondstadt's safety must always be my first priority. I have recently received multiple reports from the Knights of someone within the Lawrence clan having close dealings with the Fatui.
The Fatui? Again? But who are the Lawrence clan?
There was a dark period in Mondstadt's history when the aristocracy ruled over the city. The first dandelion, the aristocrat.
Oh, Pine?
We suspect as much, though we have yet to obtain any solid evidence. The reason Unfortunately, the Knights of Favonius and the aristocracy have been at odds with one another for as long. We've already considered every no matter what, we could come knocking on their door on the grounds of a search warrant. All of our past efforts would have been wasted. You are in fact the best candidate to represent the Knights of Favonius, but you need not emphasize your role as the honorary knight. You are a traveler from a distant land, and you can approach the aristocrats in this way. Once you come to friendly terms with the Lawrence clan, you should be in a good position to learn more of their possible connections with the Fatui.
Whoa. Leave it to Master Jean to come.
The name of the... It is said that he is difficult to get along. Thanks again for your help.
Leave it to me. بدنا نعرف ليش اللورنس كلان اللورنس عم بيتعامل مع الفاتوي. هذا اللي فهمته يعني. من الخريطة. مو استاذ. بس ما استاذ محطوطة. فكرت في شي تاني. تمام. اتوقع بهي المهمة بننقذ شو اسمه او شلون بيقولوها هي بنساعده لالبيدو انه يقتل شخصيته الشريرة. اذا شفتوا حلقة البيدو بيقول انه هل انه رح نحن نستطيع نساعده على انه يتخلص منا.
Who are you?
Hello. We're here to...
Hello? What's wrong? Did you just say what's wrong? Huh. And I suppose you think that you can simply strut up here and greet me in such an ignoble and... Given that I don't recognize you, I can only assume that you are a traveler of some variety. I'll have you know, if you wish to address me, you'd best consider your words more carefully. Now, if you're somehow capable of understanding anything I've said, then you will get down on your knees, apologize for your negligent actions, and give me a proper introduction. That is the appropriate etiquette.
That's etiquette? Paimon's never heard of something so complicated before.
In former times, when people knew, and neglecting your manners would result in a swift whipping. Look at the world now. Rules have been thrown to the wayside and manners forgotten. I cannot bear to... What did you say? You dare question the dignity of the nobility? I'll have you know that though the Lawrence clan is in decline, myself and others of noble blood are looking for a chance to restore our rightful honor. Just look around. The people are unruly and undisciplined. I, however, strive to retain the elegance and etiquette of the nobility. After all, we are of a completely different breed by birth. Save your words. I find your manners and bearing repulsive. I have nothing... Besides, I am in no way obligated to instruct commoners on basic cut. Now I have more pressing matters to attend to. I'll take my leave.
So this is what Master G meant by difficult to get along with. Let's head back and talk things over with her.
نرجع نخبره شو صار معنا.
Well, if it isn't the honorary knight. I'm just on my way out to gather some intel. I didn't expect to run into you here. Huh? Judging by your expression, you must have run into some trouble.
Master Jean tasked us with a special assignment, but then...
No need to get down on yourself. Sometimes things just don't turn out as planned. Even I can't guarantee useful intel every time I'm dispatched. You just have to keep at it and never give up. Hey, why don't you let me try to help? What's the problem?
Master Jean asked us to build a connection with someone named Lawrence. But it turns out that he's a peculiar character.
Aha, Schubert! I know him. Let me guess. He said you didn't have any manners. I've been on the receiving end of his lectures many a time. The Lawrence clan can be very particular about such things.
You mean everyone in the Lawrence clan is just a big headache?
As aristocrats, they believe there should be a certain distance between themselves and common folk. I understand their thinking, but that's just not how things are anymore. However, there is one exception among the Lawrence clan, my good buddy, Eula.
Buddy?
That's right. Not only is she from the Lawrence clan, but she's also captain of the Knights of Favonia's 4th Company. Eula is special. She's not quite like the other members of her. In other words, she doesn't really... However, she's well, in their eyes,
اوكي عم تخبرنا انه فيكم تتقابلوا معها لانه هي كمان من ايولا من لورانس كلان.
Good luck, you two.
تمام.
Who would have guessed the Knights have a member of the Lawrence clan?
بآخر الصين.
Well, if you want to learn about the conduct of the Lawrence clan, who better to ask than one of their own family members? The Fatui? What are they doing here? Is that why Eula was sent on patrol here? Let's fight first and talk later!
Spring forth! Well, I see through you.
Quietly now.
Be a killjoy. Love it. Only just begun. Tear. Worthless. Tear. Worthless. Tear. Tear. Unfortunate fault.
ما معنا شو اسمه كلي. ما معنا كمان تلج. شو معنا هذا؟
Here comes the death.
Scatter!
معنا 4 معي تلج. الله أكبر. سريعة يا ولد. يا محمد سريعة. حركات.
You don't think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long I've been tracking these targets? And now you get to stake a claim. You think you're stronger because you got to them first? Mark my words. Vengeance will be mine.
What?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. If I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit. Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
Sorry, Paimon doesn't understand what you mean, but thanks for your concern.
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch enemies?
Arch enemies? Wait a minute. You were saying how glad you were that we were unscathed a second ago.
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort 2 strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble. My vengeance would be swifter still.
Huh? So that's how you see all this?
Yes, that's me.
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least we can communicate with her.
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by normal standards. Speaking of which, how do you know my name?
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, we're trying to investigate an aristocrat named Schubert Lawrence. He's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
I understand now. But why do you mean to investigate him?
He may be secretly involved with other Fatui.
I see. You have some nerve to faming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this too.
No. This is an assignment from Master Jean. It's just an investigation, that's all.
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip to lead to—
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of old Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
But didn't you say it first? Oh.
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3 causes for vengeance. It's been a while since I've encountered anyone as interesting as you. I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you finally be able to communicate with my uncle, correct?
That's right. Amber told us to come and talk to you.
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to train when we're back in Mondstadt. We'll require other people. We can put that aside for now. Besides, If it's the acting Grandmaster's assignment, and Amber's the one who recommended me, I should comply.
حلوين.
Paimon's confused. This girl's all vengeance.
نرجع هلا لعند مونستاد. مونستاد. طيب.
Still, Paimon has met bigger weirdos before.
Ah, you finally arrived. There's no time to spare, so we'll begin with our first lesson.
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first. Otherwise it'll keep bugging us.
So that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things go. Don't worry, there's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in the mood for any right now. Best save it for later.
You need to be in the right mood for vengeance.
I already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Even if I wanted to begin now, I'd have to start in the right order. Who knows how long it will be before I get to you?
Well, if you have so much to take care of, wouldn't it just be easier to give us a clean slate?
Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless ruler, and suspecting my uncle. All worthy of vengeance in my eyes. But you needn't worry, at least not whilst we're investigating this matter. If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, but if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should— I'm sure you understand. Good. Now, there are two key points that aristocrats attach great importance to. Your manner. Let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way of carrying conversation, even with mundane daily topics.
Oh, Paimon's already learned some unique conversation. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Not even close. And besides, it sounds strange.
Hey! Paimon learned it from you! And didn't you say not to call others strange? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
No, I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, "As the morning dew greets the coming dawn." However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Morning dew is not uncommon, so it oh, no. You must be prudent with your words. Calling—
but didn't you just say—
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, it sounds much more pleasant. However, if you were to use dear friend to address— this is only the first step in making a greeting.
Wait,
Ah, very well.
Oh, you...
Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility. What comes next? Oh, right. By solemnly kneeling to the ground with utmost sincerity.
Huh? I can't make heads or tails of anything you're saying.
Hold on. What did they always teach me? Whenever a dispute arises, protection of your family's prestige and dignity always takes precedent. Got it. As a lowly commoner, you shall maintain absolute reverence when speaking with those under which you so graciously toil. How dare you speak in such a manner?
Is everyone from the Lawrence clan so strange? The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do, just beat it. Like I said, I don't care what you're doing. I have nothing to say to any member of the Lawrence clan. And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking too closely with any one of their like in Mondstadt. If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself if we
Hey! Don't leave! Halt! Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
wow. The Lawrence name really does carry it.
Never mind.
نورجو.
Let's dance.
I really envy those with the god's eye.
أيام نحكي مع هدول.
You please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility, and solemnly kneel to the ground with utmost sincerity. Huh? Why don't you respond? According to the custom, I must wait until you kneel completely before I can say the next words. Right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing more attention to our difference in status. Oh dear, I've already stared at you for quite a while. Fine. You may spare yourself the formality of kneeling, as it may be a little inconvenient. I shall continue. Oh, wait. I think there's a line for people with rude attitudes in this situation.
Hey! Stop bothering me or else I might say something you wouldn't like to hear. Then again, I've got no words for anyone from the Lawrence clan.
Again? What's with this attitude?
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. I'll remember your unwillingness to comply. Mark my words. Vengeance will be mine.
Vengeance will be mine. تطلت وراها يا الصبر.
You there, lowly worker.
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answer's always the same. We've got nothing to say to the likes of you. I mean, seriously, can't...
Please calm down. We don't want to cause any trouble.
I know she's a knight of Favonius, and that the knights wouldn't misplace their trust. Even to this very day, the descendants of the Lawrence clan are still scheming to reclaim Mondstadt and reinstate their aristocratic rule. And if that wasn't enough, here you are purposefully using their...
You have a point. But mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here. I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to lodge a complaint with the Knights of Favonius. I'm sorry, but I want her to understand that I'm serious. Listen here. If you don't want things to get more unpleasant...
Forget it. There's no point in quarreling any further. Let's go. It's all right. This happens quite often. Let's find someone else.
Actually, Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had no idea the feelings between the Lawrence clan and the people of Mondstadt were so bitter.
What can we do? The Lawrence name is... Perhaps my...
So this is...
That's the way things... As memories are carried in this... At least I have a means of living a relatively...
Yeah!
Oh, that But unfortunate...
Right? Right? We'll just have... Let's just...
Well then, a proper manner... But we must... I have a very...
ألف وأربعمية. شكلنا هون رح نساعد هذا الفيديو هيك على الأغلب. نشوف.
Once the snow is thick enough, we can eat it.
It's so cold.
If you wish to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn to remain composed and elegant. For example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite difficult to traverse. But a well-trained aristocrat would not only...
Paimon thinks we've... Compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of...
All right, let's get started. Remember, you must be graceful and elegant. Don't get knocked or launched into the air. That would be...
بس خلينا نحط كليبر تيم لأنه هيك نحط بدل باربرا.
Ta-da! Clee's here!
تدا. شو لازم نعمل؟ نكسر هذا الجدار يعني؟
That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting. It'll be difficult. Remember.
هدول القنابل مع مأسور علينا. كويس.
Not bad. A lot better than I had anticipated, at least.
Hyman almost didn't make it through. Whew. Good thing we didn't get stuck.
Don't flatter yourselves. We've only just begun. This scenario was relative. There's a ley line monolith. True elegance is the my family's. Let's proceed.
Let's proceed.
This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead, activate it.
أول
But be
شيء
careful
ليش
not to
كان
get
أصلا؟
launched into the air or frozen while fighting. That would be most unsightly.
Jumpy Dumpty go!
You failed this time. What a shame.
What?
But not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again.
La la la. Boing boing boing.
معتولة.
Jumpy Dumpty go!
Gotcha. Well done. Your performance was most impressive. And you managed to remain calm even in these grueling given such an outstanding performance, it's
Like Paimon said, adventuring is our specialty. So, that's it for our training, right?
Hold on. I was commending the traveler's performance just now.
What? You mean Paimon was also part of the training?
Yes, of course. You were frantically flying and dashing about throughout the entire thing. Not an elegant sight at all. Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you?
Maybe the reader is just too cold here.
Hey! That's not true! Paimon was just focusing on you the whole time!
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. A cause for vengeance, perhaps. Now, drink this.
Huh? What is it?
Certainly not. It's warm milk. Didn't you just say that you were freezing? Drink it and it'll help warm you up.
Oh, thank you. Are you still planning on the whole vengeance thing?
If I wasn't, then why would I care about you being cold? If you turned into a Paimon popsicle, that would ruin my plans for vengeance now, wouldn't it? So, dear friend, don't die on me out here.
Ah! Paimon knew something was off!
All in the name of vengeance. No need to thank me. Now then, given that your training is complete, it's time we return to Mondstadt. I already have something in mind.
نرجع على مونستر هلا. متى؟ على المطعم. اوكي.
Blinding sunlight is such a pain. No way.
Oh, hey, Eula. I see you've met the honorary knight.
We meet again, Amber! Seems we're just bound to run into you these days.
Well, I just got back and was thinking about grabbing a bite at Good Hunter. But now that you're here, why don't we all eat together?
Very well. It's been some time since we've last shared a meal together. Come, take a seat.
Yes? Is there something else you'd like to order?
Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite, gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? We'll take it as a gift to him later.
Coming right up. It'll take some time to prepare. I'll have it here at the counter when...
Hold on a moment. Is this satisfying salad also something that Amber ordered?
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables, I thought I'd throw in a salad on the house. You know, to contrast all the meat dishes.
So, we clearly didn't order this, yet you prepared it without authorization. Mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
You're gonna take revenge on her for giving us a free salad?
You should know me by now. That's the kind of villainous character I am. Well then, please wait a moment while I get the dish for your uncle started.
Delicious unauthorized delicacies. Sarah will pay for this.
Why would you choose gebrochenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut as a gift for your uncle?
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's menu. Only long-standing patrons such as my uncle would know about the dish.
Because of the sour flavor of the sauerkraut, not too many people are fond of it these days. I guess it's because Eula treated me to the dish once and I couldn't even finish a bite.
I never expected us to have such completely different tastes in food. If I weren't in such a good mood, of course not. It's hard to find someone in Mondstadt that attracts contempt as much as
It's fine when you're just joking between us, but I'm afraid our honorary knight might misunderstand you. Eula's always talking about vengeance, but that's just how she is. It's nothing you should take too seriously.
But I am serious, and I'll remember every transgression committed against me. It's no wonder so many people
I'm starting to realize that Eula is actually a very good person. There's no need to be so awkward when you want to say something nice.
Listen, you've never been labeled as a social pariah, have you?
Well, no?
So that's why you wouldn't understand how hard it is for a bad person to try to be good. All right, no need to look so sullen.
طيب.
I'm stuffed. I'll see Sarah about the bill.
No need. I've left the mora under the plate. If you try to settle it with her in person, she won't accept payment for the salad. Don't underestimate my ability to exact revenge. Sarah won't get the upper hand this time. All right. Next, you should pay my uncle a visit. He has a small... I'm afraid that would... yes.
I still have...
Let's meet again.
طيب نروح عند عمه. لا ايولا. ليك على الأغلب. وين نروح؟ عند سارة.
Here, the gebrochenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut is and by the way,
but she see
the people of they're unable, so no matter what Eula tried,
how come you...
Well, when she joined, many people saw at the same time.
Oh.
That's right. But thanks to, in the eyes of the, but she's people like Eula should be I believe a day.
Once everything's settled.
I'm glad. Take care.
تمام ناخذ نحن الأكل معنا. سلام خوي. أنا ليش بطالعنا هذا لفوق؟
There's a really fancy chair. Could this be another aristocratic custom?
Ah, it's you again. I thought I had rid myself of you two. A few humble words, huh? Yes, that sounds appropriate enough. Very well. I'm certainly not one to be narrow-minded.
Wow, this guy thinks so highly of himself.
Ah, a kindred spirit, I see. Yes, we must resist the blundering knights of Favonius. You are true and principled. Impressive. My intentions were to test your humility. It appears you have become well-versed in our etiquette.
He was testing us. Sheesh, what a deal.
Your conduct is satisfactory. I must say, such progress in such a if I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of speech?
Fortunate enough to benefit from the knowledge of a dear friend.
Ah, good. Very good. You are bright, and compared with the common folk of Mondstadt, you certainly have potential. If you...
By the way, we brought a gift. Paimon means we would like to present you with a small token of our goodwill.
Could this be? Gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? It's evident that your sentiment is
شكلها
genuine.
ألمانية شكلها.
As a young person nowadays, only with no small effort could you achieve such a dish. It's been so long since I dug into a big taste. Ah, yes, this aroma, just as I remember it, and this exquisite sour flavor.
Now even Paimon's...
I acknowledge your genuine goodwill. Such sincerity must certainly imply that you come bearing a request. Wait, so you've come to know of this too? It was meant to be a family secret.
I wish to lend you a helping hand. Would like to can for the ability.
Well, considering your meticulous etiquette, you must be a talent of unusual fortitude. I'm willing to place my full trust. Please, come with me. We happen to be in need of to see some friends from a distant land.
So he trusts us solely based on your etiquette.
Well then, let's get going, shall we?
Okay, نروح
Do you
إلى
think his friends are the Fatui? Things will get sticky if the Fatui happen to recognize you. What should we do?
اوكي ودينا هنشوف.
Huh? Why have you put on a mask all of a sudden?
It's only proper for aristocracy to wear a mask.
Even if they are powerful, our status is much higher than theirs in the land of Mondstadt, and therefore we shouldn't allow them to admire our true face.
Good thinking. Paimon thought for...
Let's proceed, shall we?
خلاص هيك يعني ما راح يعرفوا انه لبس هذا شو اسمه.
As you'll see in a moment, there are many already helping us. I heard that this area had already been purged once by the Knights of Favonius, but it's the only place around Mondstadt that is well concealed and spacious enough. Although it has fallen into disrepair and does not suit the tastes of the nobility, we simply have to make do for now.
Sorry, can we walk any faster?
Of course not. An aristocrat always moves with grace in his steps. Moving hurriedly is unacceptable.
As expected, it's the Fatui!
As expected?
Because we always see them around the city. They must be very powerful.
Huh. Nothing more than foreign ruffians with power and the ability to flaunt it. but they are favorable business partners.
Hold it right there. Who's this?
If you really must know, they're my guests. If you happen to offend them in even the slightest, you will be held accountable by the Lawrence clan.
But this matter is of utmost secrecy. We must exercise caution.
You dare question the ways of a nobleman?
No need to sound all high and mighty like that. Fine. You may proceed.
Okay.
Come here with us. They don't dare to question you.
Of course. That is the benefit of prestige. In past times, it would be a dire offense to speak to a nobleman in such a manner. We could determine a person's fate with the blink of an eye. And such glory will return to me again before long.
Where have I seen this person before? And who, may I ask, is this? We mustn't bring just anyone in here.
This is our new ally that I've recently met. They are completely trustworthy. You have the word of the Lawrence clan.
Our plans are strictly confidential. It's not wise to bring in an outsider at this time. Furthermore, there's been word that an outlander who joined the Knights of Favonius has been very active in Mondstadt recently.
Don't be ridiculous. Besides, my guest is well versed in the etiquette of the nobility. I must treat them with the proper mutual... The Knights of Favonius pay no regard to such details. They could never understand the intricacies of our...
And what about this thing?
You mean Paimon?
Enough! You dare question my word? Need I remind you who it is who has made your activity in Mondstadt possible? Without the support of the Lawrence clan, you would have all been driven out by the Knights of Favonius like dogs. You must immediately offer your sincerest apologies to my friend. You've offended their honor.
Fine. I'll take your word and make no further inquiries. Now, to the matter at hand. Did you bring the diagram of Mondstadt's defenses as promised?
Oh, so that's what's going on here.
Yes, of course. Here it is.
Let me see. Why is it so poorly drawn? Everything's so squiggly and crooked. And what is this shape supposed to be?
Excuse me? I'll have you know that I went to great lengths to carefully draw this map by hand myself. That shape is the symbol of the Knights of Favonius.
I see. Crude, but I can make do. Are you able to verify that this is all reliable information?
Of course, you needn't worry. The rights to that building, as well as the whole of Mondstadt, belong to the Lawrence clan.
Yes, we will both profit from this agreement. We will make good use of the intel you provided. Also, be certain not to divulge our identity. There would be diplomatic consequences.
Don't worry, this matter is only between you and I. Once this is over, I shall stand atop the Favonius headquarters and rebuke their pathetic rule over Mondstadt. Then, the city and all its people will once again be under the rightful and unwavering rule of the Lawrence clan.
شاطر كبيرة.
Perfect.
حتى يحكم على مونستاد هو.
May I remind you once again that we mustn't act rashly. That is all.
Very well.
Huh? What are you doing?
That's right! It's the honorary knight and their trusty companion Paimon! We're here to crush your evil schemes into dust! Dust!
So this was all just a ploy to deceive me!
أي نعم.
It's your own fault! Who would put so much trust in someone based purely on their manners?
After so much planning, this is how it ends? Huh? We'll see about that!
Just as I expected. I knew I should have never trusted these foolish... No matter. We already have the intel we need.
They're running off in different directions. Paimon remembers that this place is a dead end. Let's take care of the Fatui first and then deal with Schubert later.
Here! This quickly! Looks like I went too far.
Gotcha. Jumpy, jumpy, jump!
Propagate!
Quiet now. Boing, boing, boom! You're in it! Let's go!
من دوم الشخصيات اللي شكلها نصير حبيتهم على أساس ايولا نايت اوف افنت كلهم موجودين.
Touch me! Get out of my way! I'll leave on my own!
It seems we finally caught up with you. This place is crawling with Fatui. Oh, it's you. It seems your investigation went well.
Aha! Furthermore, there is a rule in our family. Such traditions are never to be taught to outsiders.
Ah, yes. Rings a bell. So what? I had no reason not to teach them.
You have brought shame to our family.
I know that you poured great efforts into these...
Knight of Favonius? You still have a chance. Defeat every Knight of Favonius here, and leave with me. Then I shall plead with the family to spare you, and give you a new beginning.
So just to be clear, you want a Knight of Favonius to attack the Knights of Favonius?
I shall say this one last time. You are not a Knight of Favonius. You are a descendant of the Lawrence clan. The blood of the Lawrence clan flows in your veins.
Since when have I ever complained?
What?
If anyone should be angry, it should be me. As a member of the Lawrence clan, you knowingly plotted against the city of Mondstadt and threatened its safety. Had you ever stopped to consider the trouble it would bring to so many people? Had you considered how many enemies you would make trying to keep the plans under wraps?
You dare lecture me?
That's right. In the name of the family that you so dearly revere, Uncle Schubert. I've never experienced the age of glory you always speak of, but I am capable of discerning right from wrong. The Lawrence clan should never and will never be...
Oh, the disgrace of it all!
Huh. Things are starting to get pretty as...
That's enough fuss for today. Given that you've already taken action...
Paimon took a...
and let's discuss this.
اوكي احنا نكمل من هون بس هون في صندوق اللي ناخده غيره شي شوف دم الشخصيات كيف نزل كله ليش ما بيطفي ما بيطفي الثلج يعني شوف على السيف وات ذا ما كنت شايفه
لا 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 jumpy jumpy go jumpy jumpy go
Gotcha. Shut up. Beg for mercy.
تعطي بونus اتاك نايس ضربت فيها ضربتين اعطت نايس هذا بونس اتاك بالكل مدري من الارتفاكت سويته
Busted.
What a
mercy. Shudder.
Quietly now.
Scatter! Boring!
Gotcha.
This was well done. You need to hurry up. Fuel's clogged.
More speed. Beg for mercy.
Jumpy Dumpty go! Pew!
Quietly now. Game's up. Oh, it's over.
Shudder. Beg for mercy. Freeze to the core. Shudder.
This is bad. This isn't good.
Propagate!
Gotcha. What are these?
Jumpy Dumpty go!
Crush. Beg for mercy.
شو هي هيك؟ كيف؟
That's where they put the diagram!
Just here, huh? I guess there's no other option but to fight.
Quietly now.
Beg for mercy. Flood of frost.
You dare provoke me! Fatui, come forth and dispose of them!
Here! Worthless! Worthless!
Prepare! Take cover!
Shudder.
Can't run from it.
Crush.
I must collect myself.
Busted.
Boing, boing, boom! Pew!
Shudder.
Quietly now.
نطلع مدري ايش يكون قديم البحوث. عصيب.
This must be it. They may very, but without my uncle as their puppet, there'd be no use in them attacking the city.
The Fatui wouldn't have relied only on your...
True. But if their plan had hinged purely on taking Mondstadt by force, as opposed to with the help of a puppet, they could have spared themselves the trouble. The Fatui are dishonest, but they wouldn't go as far as to start an open war. Anyway, I'll inform the acting...
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, because I came to exact my vengeance.
Fine, in reality, you were
My purpose was... You don't look too bright, but it turns out you have a knack for scheming. And mark my words, I'll remember that.
Hey! What do you mean Paimon doesn't look too bright?
You have seeded a deep enmity between us. Even if you were to be completely destroyed, I would never forgive.
Bring it on!
I like your fighting spirit. I'll take this diagram back to the Knights of Favonius and take it from here.
Sure!
That you will. And make sure not to steal my targets next time.
خالصين. أنت بعد لا تسوي يا محمد. اوكي طيب يا جماعة، اتوقع هذا كان كل شيء اليوم. نفتح يا رجل، كم الازرق خلصنا. علينا. هذا كان كل شيء اليوم. إذا عجبكم الفيديو تحطون لايك، تشتركوا بالقناة وتفعلوا الجرس ليصلكم كل جديد. بس كان معكم محمد قناة موهايو. نشوفكم الفيديو الجاي. سلام.